now to Kalpataru Projects. We have Amit Uplenchwar, the director of Kalpataru Projects, joining us in the studio now. Amit, thank you very much for joining in. Before we talk about H2 outlook, FY27, etc., this Jal Jeevan mission, that's come under the scrutiny. Are you all getting impacted? What percentage of your order book is related to Jal Jeevan, and what is the latest? Because what we heard about a month back is that Centre has stopped giving additional funds related to this mission.
So, Jal Jeevan would be close to maybe 10% of our order book.
Okay.
But I think there are several categories of companies out there, but I think we have a clean chit on all audits, so we don't have a problem there. And I think because the receivables are from the sovereign, I don't think we are overtly worried about that. Of course, it hurts us in the short term because, we have receivables. But the indication that we are getting that it should get sorted very quickly, because at the end, these are our irrigation and drinking water projects. So I think FY27 hopefully is a year where all these get cleared and new ones come.
And the receivables amount related to this?
So we'll be upwards of 1,000 crores.
And your overall receivables?
So we don't have any other receivables per
so
se. Yeah, normal standard payment cycle, because all our clients are very, very liquid, so that's not a problem.
And as of now, fresh fund releases related to Jal Jeevan mission is on hold. I mean, does that impact your H2 revenue outlook?
So, at the end of H1, we've had 33% growth in our revenue. So that covered sort of the shortfall that we had coming in from water. And obviously, we're very cautious, and so is everybody else in the sector. We are going cautious in terms of our revenue delivery, because that means deploying more capital. So I think till we have clarity on that, we are going to go cautiously. But overall, we don't see that much of a dent, because it's less than 10%, as I said, of our order book today.
And you've got a clean chit?
We've got a clean chit. We don't have a problem at all on all our audits.
But when do you get this money, sir? There's receivable being high. I've been speaking to a lot of industry people, and they've been optimistic for the last couple of months that it's coming.
Yeah.
They've got some assurances as well from various governments that they're likely to release that fund, but still not happened.
So, I mean, I can only tell you what we hear, and everybody said, don't worry, this is, at the end, it's sovereign. So money will come to you, but we don't have a specific timeline. I mean, we were hoping last quarter things start moving. Yes, monies do keep coming. It's not like nothing comes at all. But I think for all of it to get released, hopefully, we are hoping that it happens by the Q4 of this year, if not, the beginning of next year.
But quarter 3 so far has been a trickle?
Quarter 3 so far has been, I would say, just about a trickle, a little bit more than a trickle.
Amit, the big one, of course, is transmission and distribution for you. So give us a sense of how that is, what's happening there and in this quarter, and what's the outlook as you look into calendar 26?
So, this quarter, of course, we will talk about it when we come to the end of the quarter. But at the end of H1, we've had great, as I said, 33% at a company level. But transmission, both international and domestic, there is a huge surge. I mean, today, let's talk international first, right? We've got grids across Balkans, across some of the old, more evolved economies, which are 20, 30. They're going towards the end of cycle, some as old as 50 years old, and they all need replacement coming on. The energy mix has also changed, right? So it's all renewable, especially in the evolved economies, and they are obviously far away, whether it's hydro, whether it's solar, or whether it's wind. And connectivity to the grid is going to be a huge opportunity for us. So I see at least the next 10 to 15 years unabated T&D opportunity overseas, right? Africa, Middle East, LATAM, Europe, right? From a supply standpoint. In India, again, you know very well the renewable targets that we had set by 2030. People are now waiting with their power plants, sometimes waiting to evacuate power. So I think India also, as HVDC has come in, long distance power lines, so our unit values go up, realizations get much better, and that you can see in our margin profile as well, that it's getting better. We are now H1 almost close to 5.3% on a PBT level and almost close to 9 at an EBITDA level, in spite of having some businesses which are capex heavy. So I think I'm very, very bullish on the T&D sector, and being in the top 3 players in the segment, not just in India, but also globally, and being completely vertically integrated. As you know, we have 2 gigafactories for manufacturing towers and everything else. So I think I'm very bullish.
You know, you mentioned renewables. On this, there was this one headline which 2 days back saying that, you know, for thermal power in India, there was this 2035 odd deadline, right?
Correct.
That you're going to add up till 2025. But now apparently it's being extended all the way till, I mean, there is talk that, well, you need more addition all the way to 47, apparently. Right?
Because if you see the last 24 months, huge thermal new capacity builds have been ordered out by both private as well as government gencos. And I think the reason being that, you know, the mix when this policy was made of 2034, the amount of absorption that's coming out through data centers and this whole EV drive that has gone in, the requirement of power has just ballooned, right? And also plus a lot of the private sector capex that was not happening for several years, and most of the private sector capex went in buying distressed assets. I think that cycle for once, and we are very, very happy to see that change. And as you can see, a lot of private sector capex is coming in new builds. And that is also driving up power demand. So I think you're right, probably 2047, 50 sheer demand of that and issues that come with renewable instead of, you know, renewable in grid evacuation, etc. I think this is there to stay. But plants are becoming more friendly. There's zero emissions. There's NOx come in. So it's not how a thermal plant used to be, you know, 10 years ago.
Amit, what about the rupee move? How does it impact your business? You'll have some part of your money that comes in from international operations. So do you gain on that front? And in terms of your borrowing mix as well, you know, is there a dollar-denominated borrowing that you'll have? How does it impact the company on the whole?
So in general, not much, because, you know, as a policy, and we've all gone through these severe cycles. So wherever we have commodities that are hedgeable and dollar rupee that's hedgeable, we always keep ourselves hedged. So, you know, we don't want to make money out of a dollar rupee movement up or down. We would rather focus on our EPC business and keep that hedged. So it really doesn't bother us much.
That's good to hear. All right. And brilliant. Just look at that. We have that plate up for our viewers on the screen. From around 160 crores in the last 26 years. You've moved to around 22,000 crores. Good on y'all.
And 26 years, Amit, because we celebrated our 26 years birthday.
So we've had the journey along with you, and I think we've grown as you have. And thank you for being there with us all the time.
I mean, actually, Nigel, we were putting those numbers up, right? Over the last 26 years, the market cap, overall NSE market cap is up 100 times.
100 times.
You're up 120, 130 times, right?
Right.
I mean, with the number 166 too.
Everybody wants more always when it comes to market cap. But no, yeah, it's been a great journey with CNBC and at Kalpataru over the last 26 years.
All right. What about the way ahead? You know, you have some exposure thing to Sweden as well as Brazil. Look at maintaining those ventures out there. Any kind of IPOs, value unlocking for your shareholders. You want market cap, you need to do some of this stuff. Anything planned?
So, you know, we obviously keep looking at opportunities where we can maximize value. And of course, we are evaluating those options. So far as you know, new segments are concerned, you know, we are constantly adding capability. We've got Center of Excellence now, which is a huge sort of GCC of sorts of Kalpataru back home, from where we support Sweden and we support all our businesses across various sectors. And I think Sweden is an aging grid, as I said, because they were one of the first ones to come out with grids. And I think great opportunity there for us. We are the leading contractor, EPC contractor in Sweden. Our water businesses are going overseas. Our urban infra mobility businesses are going overseas. You would have seen a great Israel push, which you guys covered as well. And I think we have opportunity for, after a long time, to take other than transmission, our water, our airports, our urban mobility businesses also outside, oil and gas. Huge resurgence in the petchem and downstream space, which we are also following. You know, we are doing a very, very large project with Aramco, and we are looking at ADNOC and several other companies where we are qualified. And so the room ahead looks very, very pretty.
So what's the contribution of international today to your revenue and order book, and how might that change with this push in the next, say, 5 years?
So, you know, overall basket, our revenue, we've tried to keep, our target is to be 50-50. You know, obviously, you cannot have a straight line. Sometimes international go up, sometimes domestic go up. But the idea is to keep a balance, and also within that, keep sectoral balance. So not have any one sector be too overweight. Of course, transmission, because we also have our own manufacturing, gives that added revenue. But the idea is to keep a balanced approach across sectors, geographies for us.
You know, Amit, I was just some of these reports, global reports, in terms of the grid opportunity, because they're old and aging. Even in the US, 30, 40-year-old, right? And some of the numbers are humongous. I mean, unimaginable. And of course, not now, but it'll all have to be done over the next 5-10 years.
Right.
But you're there whenever this opportunity comes up, or it'll be again, low cost Chinese kind of firms going in there and outbidding companies like you. But no, it's not going to be like that.
So America, I really don't know.
Not America, but some of the others. Even America.
The world is so big, right? I mean, just look at that today. I got asked a question last week. Are you guys looking at entering new sectors in the EPC business? I said we practically cover all of them. And with overseas markets opening up for all our other sectors, I think we just want to be present in our 8, 9, 10 sectors and keep focusing on that, build capability, keep adding more tech. And I think that's where we are. I don't see the need to do something different for the next 5 to 10 years. There's enough opportunity to grow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That I completely agree with. Thank you very much, Amit, for dropping by.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me, and congratulations on your 26 years.
Thanks very much.